Years ago, I had one of my professors in college tell me, if you don't have your files in at least 3 places, you might as well not have those files at all. And throughout my career, I learned that lesson the hard way. I've lost some very important files and it sucks. Since then, I've implemented a backup strategy that ensures I will never lose files again. And I want to share that strategy with you today. Let's dive into it. What is up, everyone? Jacob here with another video to help you record better, mix better, and work better. And today, in this week's video, I'm going to show you my backup strategy, which ensures I will never lose files again. But before we jump into it, I want to tell you about something really special. If you have not downloaded it yet, I want you to go grab my free ebook about being a recording studio ninja. In this ebook, I cover the 5 main principles that I use on a day-to-day basis to keep my clients happy, keep them coming back, and through word of mouth and my excellent service, bring new clients through the door. I want you to have it. Again, it's absolutely free. Go to www.mixwithjacob.com/ninja. Pick that up. Let's jump into the topic. So for my backup strategy, I have 2 physical hard drives that I use, and I also have a cloud server on Backblaze that I use to back up all my hard drives. So first hard drive that I use is this big boy. This is a Glyph Studio. It's 1 terabyte. It's fairly inexpensive and it's built like a brick house, okay? This thing is a tank. If I throw this at you, it's gonna hurt. And this is USB 3. It's very fast and reliable. I trust this with my life. And I use this for all my current sessions that I'm working on at the moment. So I do all my recording sessions, all my mixing sessions off of this hard drive. Now, when I'm done that session, I back it up to a portable drive, something like this. Now, I have the bad habit of buying cheap hard drives, but knock on wood, I have yet to have one of these drives die on me. Now, this is a Seagate hard drive. It's a 4 terabyte hard drive that I bought off of Amazon for roughly about $80 Canadian. That's a sweet deal. I picked it up on Black Friday and I actually bought probably about 4 of them. So I have 3 of them at my house, sitting there with nothing on them, waiting for files eventually. So I have that, I have my Glyph drive, and as I mentioned, I have a cloud server on Backblaze, which is a service that costs almost nothing. It's about $160-ish per year, and it has unlimited storage, and I could set Backblaze to automatically back up every hard drive that's plugged in to the cloud, so I have it reserved on the cloud server at all times. So that's just for peace of mind. So a typical day for me in my studio life using this backup method will look something like this. So as you can see, I have my 2 hard drives here plugged into my computer. I have my Glyph drive, which is labeled Jacob Glyph, and I have my backup drive, which is Backup Sessions 2. Let me give you an example of how this process, this backup system works in my day-to-day studio life. So I just finished this mix session for one of my clients here. Session is right there. You can use third-party software like Synchronize Pro X, which is a software I used to use, and it's great, but it's no longer compatible with the new operating system of Mac. So I do everything by hand, which is just as good, and it works with my workflow. So I just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I just finished this mix session with my client Sauce J. I'm gonna go to his folder here. Song was called Loco. I'm gonna copy this song, this session folder, give it a copy. I'm gonna go to the backup sessions drive. I'm gonna find his folder just by typing his name. And in this folder, I'm gonna paste this session. It'll take a few seconds, it'll drop in there. So now already, I have that same session in 2 different physical places, but now I want to get it onto my cloud so that I have it in a 3rd, even safer place, because it's not even a real thing, it's a cloud. As long as I keep paying, I will always have access to those files. So I'm going to open up my Backblaze up here in the top corner, Backblaze preferences, and to anybody who uses Backblaze, maybe this is a feature you didn't know, but if you do Option-click on Restore Options, it'll automatically scan through all the drives that are plugged in at that given moment, anytime you click, to fully update the cloud backup. So it's a very handy little tool. So once it's done scanning, it's gonna tell me, hey, you have 797 files that are not backed up to the cloud. And it's gonna automatically take those files and back them up to the cloud exactly as they are in their folder formats like on the drives. And fun fact about Backblaze, it doesn't only back up only the hard drives that are plugged into your computer, it also backs up your computer itself. So anything that's on your desktop, in your documents folder, in your downloads folder, anything on the system drive also gets backed up to the Backblaze. So if ever you have your computer dies, you need to format it, you can regain all your files very easily with the Backblaze app. So this is just about done. In theory, I have this mix session in 3 different places. I have it on my Glyph working hard drive, which is the drive I use for the day-to-day work on the active projects that I'm currently working on. And I have that same mix session on my backup drive, which is a portable hard drive that I carry around with me that is also synced to the cloud. And I also have that file on the cloud, which is Backblaze. And the fun thing is, it also, because I have both the Glyph drive and the backup drive plugged into the computer, it's actually creating 2 backups for both of those drives. So in theory, I actually have that file 4 times, but 2 of those backups are in the same place. Another fun fact about Backblaze is if ever you lose a drive or your hard drive dies, let's say my portable hard drive, I'm gonna knock on wood because I do not want this to happen. Let's say my portable drive dies, no longer works. The computer doesn't read it, I can't fix it, I don't know what to do. It's no problem. I could go to Backblaze and I could ask them, if I log into my Backblaze account, I can tell Backblaze to, hey, this drive doesn't work anymore. I need a new hard drive. And it gives me the option to send all the files that I select. It's gonna put those files on an actual physical hard drive and it's gonna send it to me by mail, which is pretty cool. So not only do you get your files back, but you also get a new hard drive to replace the one that's dead. So that's pretty cool. To find all your files, whether you just want to download them or you want them sent to you on a hard drive, you just log into your account, you click on View, Restore Files, and then here you have all the drives that are currently backed up to this cloud. Let's say I need to go find that specific mix session because for some reason I lost it. I can go to Backup Sessions 2 or the Glyph drive if I wanted to. I could go to my client hard drive and I could find that song called Loco. Give it a check mark. I click continue with restore, and now Backblaze is packaging it all up and I'll be able to download that instantaneously. So you can see it's actually loading and processing that folder for me. It's gonna put it into a zip folder. And if I just refresh this page, there you go, it's all done. It's already loaded up. I just click download. Now that mix session is gonna download onto my computer and voila, I have my files. So that for me is a huge peace of mind. If ever I accidentally delete something or a drive dies and it's no longer on my working drive, oh, no problem. I just go on Backblaze, I select what I need to download, I download it, and I'm good to go. Another little thing in my backup strategy is that on my Glyph hard drive, my working hard drive that I showed you earlier, the big boy, that thing, I only keep what's recent, what's actively being worked on. If, let's say I haven't touched a project for 6 months, and the song is already out, the album is already out, the client already has a copy of the files, I'm gonna make sure that's backed up onto the backup drive, the portable drive. I'm gonna make sure it's on the cloud, and then I'm gonna delete it off of my Glyph drive. So I have this old file in one physical location and I have it on the cloud as well. All of my active sessions are kept on my Glyph drive, my backup drive, and the cloud, so 3 places. One little thing to note, if you plan on using Backblaze, Backblaze will only authorize 1 computer unless you buy a bigger plan. I believe you can do multiple computers if you pay for the higher tier plan. I'm paying for the basic plan, which is 1 computer, but I also have an add-on where it'll keep the files on the cloud even if they haven't been updated for a year. It will keep them there forever. The basic plan does not keep them after, I believe, 1 month of inactivity. So I highly suggest you pay for that little extra. I believe it's only $2 extra per month. Backblaze will keep all the files, even if they haven't been touched in years, it'll keep them on the cloud anyways. And that's peace of mind, even for sessions I haven't touched for 2-3 years. At least they're still on there. I know they're safe. And that's pretty much it. That's my backup strategy. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as, oh, I just finished a session. I'm gonna keep it on my Glyph drive. I'm gonna copy it to my backup drive and I'm gonna sync it to my Backblaze cloud backup. It's that easy. It gives me peace of mind. I sleep well at night. I know if I accidentally delete something or if my drive dies, I have the files somewhere else. And well, it just makes for a better studio experience for myself and for all my clients knowing that the files are safe. So that's it for me in this week's video on my backup strategy. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to go pick up that ebook, www.mixedwithjacob.com/ninja. And also, before you go, I want you to leave me a comment down below this video and let me know, do you use any third-party softwares to manage your backups? Or do you do like me and do everything by hand using just the file system of the OS X? I wanna know. I wanna know what tools you're using. Maybe there's something I can implement into my system to make it even better. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all next week. Peace.